What if I told you there's a place in Southern California where you can still buy a single family home for under $500,000, raise a family, and still have space to breathe, while still just being an hour away from Los Angeles? Welcome to Lancaster, California, one of the fastest growing cities in LA County, and one of the best kept secrets for buyers and investors. Today we're diving into the neighborhoods, schools, commute options, and everything you need to know using Google Maps. Let's take a virtual tour. Hey everyone, I'm Evelyn Aldape Cortez, a local realtor, and I help buyers, sellers, and investors make smart real estate decisions in the Antelope Valley and beyond. If you're new here, make sure to hit subscribe because I post weekly videos about living in SoCal, local real estate tips, and virtual tours just like this one. Today we're cruising through Lancaster using Google Maps, but this isn't just a surface level tour. I'm giving you the real talk, the vibe, the value, the vision behind each area you know where you might want to land. All right, just so that you can see, kind of get a visual on where exactly Lancaster is. I've already pinpointed ahead of time exactly where Lancaster is, which is northeast of Los Angeles. So looking at the map here, you have Los Angeles, this is all LA County. You have Los Angeles, which Lancaster is still part of LA County. A little hidden here because of everything that I've already pinpointed ahead of time. Lancaster is a little more north to Palmdale. So from Los Angeles, you go a little north, you hit Santa Clarita, and you take the 14 freeway all the way to Palmdale. Passing Palmdale, now you've arrived in Lancaster. So let's go ahead and zoom in. So as we get closer, you'll see the Lancaster is divided into 3 zip codes. You have 93534, which is located around this area here. This is Central Lancaster, and it includes downtown, the Antelope Valley Hospital, and some of the older homes. So you got 93534. Next, you have 93535, which is East Lancaster. Over the east, this area offers more affordable housing with a suburban feel. On the east side here. And the 3rd zip code of Lancaster is 93536. Over on this area here, West Lancaster. To the west, you'll find newer developments, suburban cul-de-sacs, and some semi-luxury homes out here on the west side. So if you ask me, Evelyn, what's your favorite zip code? I mean, I'm biased. I could be biased, but I'm going to go ahead and say West Lancaster. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And then once I actually make my video of Palmdale, you'll go ahead and see why I feel this way. West Lancaster here. West Lancaster is a zip code 93536. It's one of the most desirable areas, newer homes, parks, and great schools. Many families move here for the quiet neighborhoods, the open spaces, and homes with larger lots. You'll find modern shopping centers and new chain restaurants around this area. You're here neighbor to Antelope Acres as well as Quartz Hill. So this is the most desirable area out here in Lancaster. So now let's go ahead and head over to the east side. Now let's head to the east, 93535. This area has a more suburban and affordable feel. It's perfect for first-time home buyers or those looking for more space without the big price tag, right? Some neighborhoods are here, some neighborhoods here are a little bit older, but the value is strong, and there are new construction developments popping up as well. Out here on the east side, you have downtown Lancaster here. Downtown Lancaster, or 93534, is where the city really does come alive, right? This area is more walkable, and it's home to the boulevard. So you see all these pinpoints that I have here. This is pretty much the boulevard here, which is a cultural and commercial hub. Here you'll find art galleries, boutique shops, and the Lancaster Performing Arts Center, and great food spots like Por Divino and Crazy Otter's Diner. And I'll go ahead and talk about that right now as well. So let's actually talk about restaurants. Let's zoom in. Now you have right here Lancaster Boulevard. This is the boulevard. Bravery's Brewing Company, which is a local favorite for craft beer. You have Crazy Otter's Diner. It's famous and well known for its massive breakfast. Their portions are known to be huge. So this is definitely a local favorite. You have the Boulevard, which I already mentioned here. Right here in Lancaster Boulevard, you'll find Starbucks, you'll find cafes, coffee shops, restaurants. You have Por Divino, which is also in the Boulevard, a wine barn, a bistro. It's perfect, honestly, for date night. Now, for families with kids, schools are always a priority. So here are some notable ones. You have the Lancaster School District, which houses kindergarten through 8th grade. Okay. You have the Antelope. You have the Antelope Valley Union Joint High School District, strictly just for high school. But definitely when you're looking at, where should I send my kids to, here Quartz Hill High School is in the area code 93536 and is one of the top rated public high schools in the area. Out here on the east side, you have Eastside High School. It's just more modern campus, and even though it's on the older side of Lancaster, East Lancaster, it's still a modern campus, and it's in the zip code 93535, a newer modern public school. You have Soar High School, which falls over to Palmdale, but like I said, go ahead and check out my Palmdale video that I'm going to be making fairly soon. I'll be talking more about Palmdale, but I really wanted to talk about Soar Palmdale High School. It's a unique charter school with early college options, so they actually have a relationship with the Antelope Community College. So definitely not something to overlook, especially since it's a charter high school. You want to look at all of your options, whether it be in Lancaster or a little further out, not that far. Comparing, you see here, you have Soar, Palmdale, and you're not that far out from Lancaster, right? So it's just a short drive, but not something to definitely overlook. Now, as far as private school, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. I know some families like other options, not just public or charter programs, but they're looking to see what are my private school options out here in Lancaster. So Sacred Heart School, it's a local Catholic school offering private education. So you're out here mainly in the downtown area, the 93534 zip code. Lancaster is also home to Antelope Valley College. You have beautiful campus here. Beautiful football stadium. Also, I mean, given that it's in the desert, you know, it's impressive that they have this much grass, right? I mean, I don't even know, you should add that to the video, but I mean, I was pretty impressed, right? Yeah, and SC Cal State University Bakersfield Satellite Campus, which makes it really great for higher education. So it's neighbor to Antelope Valley College. If you actually go to the campus, you'll see the California State University Bakersfield logo. There, you can take some classes there. So it's great, you know, and to top it off, SOAR High School is also linked with Antelope Valley College. That's in Lancaster. It just provides and focuses on higher education. So you definitely know that your child is not being left behind, and education here is also very important. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about hospitals. For healthcare, Lancaster has solid options when it comes to hospitals. You have the Antelope Valley Medical Center. That's actually a Trauma 1 hospital. So you're talking about not just specialty services and emergency services. You have urgent care. You have women clinics. City of Hope for cancer patients. Is also a neighborhood. Is also a neighboring clinic. So you can't go wrong. This hospital has over 120 beds. So you know that if you might be feeling like you're in the desert and you're secluded from everything else, but definitely not. You have Antelope Valley Medical Center. You have Trauma 1. There's airlift available if they're not able to accommodate you or you need to go to a different hospital. I myself, I used to work in healthcare, so I remember being an EMT and actually picking, you know, children up from the Antelope Valley Medical Center and transferring them over to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. So definitely, you know, there's that availability. Either you go by ambulance or you go by a helicopter. You'll definitely be taken care of. You have Kaiser Permanente Antelope Valley Medical Center. I mean, wow, like this is such a beautiful clinic. It does not have emergency services. So these are outpatient services clinics. So, you know, if you need emergency services or specialty services, most likely you'll be heading over to Antelope Valley Medical Center. You have here High Desert Medical Group, which includes primary care and specialty services. So no emergency services as well. Like I said, your go-to is going to be AV Medical Center. All right, so let's talk about shopping. Right, you have the Lancaster Marketplace for everyday essentials, really. What are the two top stores that I'm making sure that are at close proximity to me? Target and Costco. So don't believe just because you're out here in the desert, you're like, oh my gosh, there's no Target, there is no Costco. Nope. There you go. You got a Costco right here. You got a Target right here. All right, so you're able to see Costco right over here, and then you go a little bit north, and this is where all the good stuff is at, right? You got Target, you got Sprouts, you have Lowe's, Ross, 24-Hour Fitness, AAA. So you definitely have you're definitely at close proximity to the essentials. I know I mentioned Lowe's, but I am also a fan of Home Depot. So for those who love Home Depot and you know want a different option other than Lowe's, I have it right over here. You have it right next to the 14 freeway, so it's easy access to the 14 freeway. Let me just go ahead and exit this out. Out here, you have Home Depot, you have DD, you have Walmart Supercenter. You have the Lancaster's Children Dental. So, and like I said, I had already mentioned Sprouts, Ross. So you go a little bit more north, take the 14 freeway north. You're running into Home Depot, DD's, Walmart. So definitely not left behind, when you're out here shopping. Let's talk a little bit about entertainment. So let's go back to the Boulevard. For entertainment, you got the Lancaster Performing Arts Center. And you have the Lancaster Performing Arts Center, you have theater, music, community events, and it's you guessed right, it's right here in the Boulevard. And then you have Cinemac Lancaster. Where are you? Perfect. Right here. So it's on the west side of Lancaster, the west side. 14 freeways here. You're more center here downtown. On the west side of the freeway, you have West Lancaster. Over passing downtown, you have the east side of Lancaster, more on that side. But here, Cinemac Lancaster. Cinemark 22 is one of the largest movie theaters in the entire Southern California. You also have AV Fair and Events Ground. They actually have this beautiful, you have it right here, annually they have this beautiful Papa Seed Reserve Festival. So whether you're from the area or not, you have people coming from Los Angeles, from downtown, you have people coming from Santa Clarita, the San Fernando Valley, just to check out the Papa Seed Festival and other major events that they host here. So definitely something to check out. You have the Lancaster Stadium here, a minor league baseball, and you also have a pro level soccer team, this minor league baseball team. And then you also have AV Alta FC, which is a soccer team. So huge sports out here. It's definitely, baseball's a thing out here in Lancaster. Ask anyone that lives out here, is like, oh, where do you spend most of your weekends? What do you love to do? Oh, my kid plays baseball. Court Hills, Lancaster, Palmdale. So definitely, if you love baseball, you'll fit right into this community. So you have the Museum of Art and History, also located out here in the Boulevard. So this entire strip is really nice. It's really cute. You have bars, coffee shops, restaurants. You have art galleries. You have the Performing Arts Center. You have the Art Museum. And one of the things that I found super interesting was the Aerospace Walk of Honor. So you can definitely, when you're walking in the Boulevard, you'll see this public tribute to the exceptional achievements of test pilots who have contributed to aviation and aerospace advancement. So that's really sweet. The other day I was walking through the Boulevard, kept seeing this. And as you're looking around, I mean, I'm pointing out the big major things that are going to that you're thinking about when you're moving out here. But you have other schools other than the ones that I mentioned. You have other stores other than the ones that I mentioned. I'm just pointing out bigger picture out here. Nature lovers, check this out. You have the Prime Desert Woodland Preserve. This is such a beautiful park. It has so many flora here, walking trails. It's definitely somewhere where you can, just drive shortly. Whether it's somewhere where you can, take a short drive and just enjoy nature. You feel like you're in a desert and there's not a lot of nature around you, but guess what? Out here in Lancaster, there is. So definitely, this is something that I would recommend for you to do if you're living out here in Lancaster. Next, you have the Apollo Community Regional Park. Another one of my favorites. It's like, wait, what? You're in a desert? There's lakes, there's walking paths, picnic areas. So you have your kids, it's a hot day. Where do you take them? You take them to Apollo Community Regional Park. They could feed the duckies here. There's plenty of parking here. There's areas where you can definitely go. There's a playground here, 3 playgrounds, enough parking. There's trails here that you can either walk or run. And then you have picnic areas where you can just, hang out for the day, get some sunlight, enjoy the ducks, enjoy nature. And another must visit, must see. I'm sure you've probably seen this you've probably seen this like in Instagram, or you've heard of like one beautiful thing that you've heard from Lancaster, Antelope Valley Poppy-Seed Reserve. Wow, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Check this out. Beautiful. And there's walking trails. You can walk and enjoy the poppy seeds. It's so beautiful. You go west, you drive west down Lancaster Road, and it's a beautiful drive. Don't get me wrong. I went there not too long ago to see if I was able to catch the poppy seeds, but it was in time. But the drive was so beautiful. You're able to see the hillsides, and just the entire, when you get up there, you're able to, really see the entire Antelope Valley, and it's just breathtaking. So, when you're feeling like you're living in the desert, in other parts, in other cities, other deserts, you might not get this, but out here in Lancaster, definitely not something that you'll miss out on. You got hills, you got lakes, you got, reserves, the Poppy-Seed Reserve, you have the Prime Desert Woodland Preserve. So definitely a lot of things to do out here. So see, it's a little bit of a drive when you're out here in the Poppy-Seed Reserve. It's a little bit of a drive, but definitely worth it. Okay. So just to recap, so just a quick real estate snapshot here. You have West Lancaster, newer homes, higher prices, family oriented. East Lancaster, you have a budget-friendly mix of older and newer homes. And then you got downtown Lancaster, more walkable, unique architecture, and definitely charm. If you're asking me, what does the budget look like out here in East Lancaster, you can definitely get a home for, anywhere between the high 300,000s if it's more of a fixer, to the 400,000s. But like I said, you're looking at older homes out here. Downtown Lancaster, you're still looking in between around the same price, around the 400,000 range. The West Lancaster, now you're getting closer to Quartz Hill, Antelope Acres. Now you're above, 400, 500s. So that's just kind of giving you an idea of home prices within this area. And definitely, that's something to consider when you want to stay in LA County, but you actually don't want to live in a condo, you don't want to live in a townhome, you're tired of renting. Definitely worth taking a look into Lancaster. You're going to get a lot of house for your money. So definitely not something to ignore. All right, so let's talk about commuting and transportation. I have a lot of people tell me, oh my goodness, Evelyn, how do you expect me live in Lancaster and commute to Santa Clarita for work, or commute to Pasadena or Los Angeles or Simi Valley for work? I mean, it all really comes down to your budget, really, at the end of the day. If you really have your family and you're set that you want to own a home, I mean, why not? Let's explore Lancaster, right? Let's not take it out of the equation. So for commuting out here, you have the Lancaster Metrolink station, which this rail runs all the way to the LA Union station, which is around here. So I mean, if you're not a fan of driving, or you don't want to drive and you take that 14 freeway to the 5, to the 210, 405, and you just want to take a rail, the train, you just want to take a train straight to LA Union station and you work in downtown LA, I mean, that is a huge plus. You could take a nap, right? Let's talk about the Antelope Valley Transit Authority, AVTA. So this is more, local commute. So don't think, oh my gosh, it's the desert. There's no buses there. Of course there's buses here. There's definitely ways, to commute where you don't need a car. But most importantly, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about freeways. You have the 14 freeway that runs down here. So let's say for someone who's commuting from Santa Clarita, they work in Santa Clarita, and what is the best way to get to back home to Lancaster? You're going to take the 14 freeway all the way up. This is a little congested in the mornings, but later on in the afternoon, in the evenings, you're not seeing a ton of traffic. You're seeing the most traffic early mornings, like 5, 6 in the morning, and then you're seeing heavy traffic again around 6, 7 p.m. Everyone that works, either in Santa Clarita, San Fernando Valley out here, Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena, LA, you have Beverly Hills here. So the 405, let's say you work in Beverly Hills, you're taking the 405 all the way to where it splits into the 5 freeway, going out to more west. You're gonna end up taking the 14 freeway all the way up. So it definitely is a heavy commute. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if you're working in Beverly Hills, but if you're working in Santa Clarita, Castaic, even the San Fernando Valley, I must say I live in the San Fernando Valley, and I'm used to driving to Lancaster, Palmdale area, 3 to 4 times a week. So I don't even feel it anymore. So honestly, it's not something to dismiss if what you're aiming for is a single family residence. Your house. You're tired of a condo, you're tired of a townhome, you're tired of renting. This is such a beautiful option. So if you're relocating here, Lancaster has a lot to offer. Lower home prices compared to LA, family-friendly neighborhoods, great for remote workers who want space and quiet. Keep in mind, summers are hot. I hope this walkthrough helped you visualize what life is like in Lancaster. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more LA County neighborhood tours, and comment if you want a deeper dive into a specific zip code. And if you're ready to buy or move, let's connect. My contact info is below. I love to guide you through every step. Until next time, see you later. Bye.